Welcome back. This is Professor Al-Zaidi and we are continuing our cover of Microsoft Word. In this chapter we are going, or this video, we are going to cover information like using the read mode, applying the styles and headings, navigating and browsing headings and pages, create a cover page, apply customs document themes, create and update table content, adding citation and creating references, adding footnote, and other stuff that we are going to cover, and we can cover it, and we are going to cover it in multiple videos. So in today we have the first thing ever that we are going to cover it based on our preparation for today is using the read mode. So the read mode will change how Word will display the document. Now the one that we're having right now called print mode, and we can go to the view and change the print layout to read mode. Now this is the read mode. You can switch between pages, jump between pages, and or switch use tools. This will open the Word document just like a book. That's why they call it a read mode. We have two options. We can go to switch modes. We can go to view and change the layout, okay, or we use a lot of things, or we can change it from here, from down right hand side, where you have the print mode, the web mode, and the read mode. So we have three modes. The web mode is that which opening the Word document just like a web page. Print mode, just how you will print your document or open it as a book. Second thing that we are going to cover for today is using the styles or applying headings. We use headings for a lot of reasons, not only to highlight and to increase the size of our heading or our chapter or our points or items, whatever you want to call it, or category, but we use it for a lot of reasons. One of the reason, if we wanted to do table of content, this will help us to build our table of content. So we need to have headings. So for example, I'm going to type, for example, chapter 1, and in this chapter we have point 1 that we want to cover, and point 2. In point 2 we have sub point 1 and sub point 2, for example. So we want to apply our headings based on what we have, paragraphs and headings. So we will highlight our headings that we want to apply. We go to home. In home we have styles. These styles will include a normal paragraph, non-space, and we have heading 1. Now we have up to 9 headings, or 9 or 6 headings, I forget, but we see only 2. So when we apply the first one, we click, we saw that it was highlighted or change in font. Don't be scared, we can change the font later on. When we go to the point 1 and point 2, which is heading 2 we want to apply, we will click on heading 2. We will see over here heading 3 start popping up. So we will highlight the heading 3, click there, and we will see heading 4 as well, and it will keep going in the headings. Now as you can see over here, this will collapse or expand the text for this entire chapter under the headings. So if you are doing an ebook or e-chapter, this is one of the way that you can do it, because it will give you the option to expand or collapse, everything has been written under this heading. And you can see we have heading 1 as well. It will go underneath it, nothing there, but this will go underneath it because we have sub points for it. Now after that we are going to cover other information, which will be using updating the normal style. Now if we have a paragraph, for example, let me go to my website and let me pull out some paragraph. My website is www.myname.firstname.lastname.com. Ahmed Al Zaidi, as you can see over here. This is my website. So you can find any information, and I'm going to cover some cut or copy some information about me. Copy it, come here and put it. Now we take it as paragraph. Now this is a normal paragraph. When we have normal paragraph and we have other information, like this is chapter, we can highlight the heading and we can change it to anything we like to, and or apply our styles based on what we want. And we have it automatic. Now we can highlight everything over here, say automatic, and give me 12 and New Times Roman, double spaced, just applying an APA formatting for it. Now I apply the formatting and I have a normal style, and I can apply any style I want to apply. This is heading 2, and or use a different type of style. Sometimes we need to navigate inside our document, especially if we have like huge papers or a lot of papers, huge document. We want to navigate in it. We can go to the Home tab, click on Find, and we will have the navigation pan. Or simply we can go and Control plus F to navigate. So we have result over here. We have the ability to write anything from PhD, and it will need to show PhD. It's highlighting a PhD over there. Now this is for search, finding a result. Maybe I need to find page. I can click, I have only one page. I can say I'm looking for PhD as well over here. It will tell me, and it will show up only the pages that contain this word. And if it has a heading, where the heading will be. I can also search by heading. I put the term that I'm searching for, and it will highlight the headings that containing this search term. Also, Word will give us a lot of options. From these options, we can insert a cover page. As I spoke earlier, we have a lot of things that we can do from Word. Even we can build a full book from cover to cover. Now we are doing a cover page for our document. We will go to Insert, and from Insert we will find, we click on cover page. We will have a built-in cover page. We can choose any one we want to, or we can build, or we can search for a cover page. For example, I'm going to choose this one. If we had already tag showing up on my document, it will show up over here. If we did not talk about tag, if you don't know how to find the tags is located in the property. So we will go to the file and this is the properties of the document. We can see all tags, and we, for example, we don't have over here a title tag. We can click over here and we can say MS Word 3. Why we don't have a title tag? We did not save the document yet. So we can go back and we can see that the title is showing up as MS Word 3. And we can build any kind of tagging, and we can add a company name, or we can add properties, and we can build our own quick parts, for example, and we can work for our properties from there. Now we have a cover page. Then this is for the cover page. We are covering, we already built it, we can work with the properties of it. Now we are using themes. We want to change our theme, our main theme. Put in your mind that the style will change based on the theme. So this style over here will change based on the theme. How I can change the theme? I need to go to the Design tab, and I will see a themes. I click over there. I can choose any theme. For example, I will use the Ion theme, for example. Now everything has been changed. I can say I want this document formatting, or I can choose a different type of formatting, for example. Now everything will change based on my themes. Okay, everything has been changed based on the theme. Why I don't have over here? Because I already put theme. So let me move formatting. Click over here, highlight heading 1, heading 2, heading 2, subheading 3, and you can see the style has been changed based on my theme. I can build a document based on multiple type of themes. Okay, so you can see how they change. I can change the main color from here. I will do it like let me see. I can change it to this color, or keep the default for the theme that I've chosen. I can change the main font for the theme. I can change the spacing for the theme and the effects for the theme, and I can set it as my default theme. As well, I have the ability to change the page background from here, or put a watermark that we already covered in the first chapter, and or put a page borders. It's all from the Design tab. Now, one of the things, the important thing that we have is the table of content. The table of content is so beautiful if we already organize our headings. For example, I'm going to create for each part, for each headings, a page, just to let you see how my table of content will look like when I will build my table of content. By theory, for example, we already have 1 or 2 pages for each heading that we are talking about to go inside it, and to the subheadings, and or the heading 1 and heading 2 and heading 3. So when I will go to my second page over here, let me create a new page. I have now an empty page where I will put my table of content. I will click on references, and from references I will have the table of content. I can choose any table of content. I can choose it to build it manually, or I have it automatically, and I always prefer to choose the second one where it say table of content. I click over there, and it will if you come here and you can see that my table of content has been built based on my headings. For example, just by 30, we already add more content to my text. So 2, I decided to put sub point 3 and give it to heading 3 to it, and go one more page, point 4, give it heading 2, go to sub point 1, we copy it, make it easier, 2, 3. So this is space 3, space 2. Now this will be built to be headings 3. Okay, so by 30 we add more text to our documents. We can go back to the table of content and click on update table of content. When we click on update table of content, it will ask us, do you want to update pages only, no, page number only, which is showing on here, or you want to update the entire table? For me, I added more headings, so I need to do update the entire table. I will click OK. I had more pages showing up, more pages showing up. The page has been changed, and my points and my subpoints, and this is incorrect, and my subpoints has been changed. And why is not showing subpoint 3? And this is 3. Go back up, then we click on update entire table to correct our mistake. That's showing up, update entire table. Okay, now it has been updated. This is the table of content. This is how you can build it, how you can modify it, how you can work with it. For example, you need to modify a table of content. I just jump this information. I need to modify my table of content. Okay, how I can do it? Custom content, and I can build my table of content based on how I want it. Okay, so I can show up 3 levels, 4 levels, 5 levels, whatever levels that I want to have it from template, or leave it blanks. For example, I can change it to have it like this. Say okay, okay. Now how the look has been changed, I can modify it from here. Okay, so I will go from preferences, table of content, custom content, or table of content, and we can add our information over there. We can use the table of content as a hyperlink to reference to, if we are building what they call it an ebook, we can click on have a right click and it will take us to the hyperlink. We can have it over there, we can click on it and take us immediately to our chapter. So we have the ability to specify a link for based on the chapter. Building a citation or doing a citation while we are doing our academic work, we need to create citations based on what we did. Now, I already posted a video a couple of weeks ago about how to do a citations and references, but I'm going to cover it very quickly over here, and I will attach I will have the link of the other video hooked up to this one, so you have information about how to do a citations more detailed, but we are covering over here as well. When we want to do a citation, we need to go to the references. From the references, we can click on insert citation, because we don't have any source builder right this moment. we can add source, and the source is your source of that you want to cite from. Now it will open it immediately. It will take you and consider this as a book. For example, my content was copied from a website. Okay, so it will open different things for the website. I can add edit my my author. I need to put as an author. I will put the last name and then first name if I have a middle name, which I don't, and I will have add. Okay, if it's corporate author or corporate paper, I can click over here and put it as a corporate, or if it's just me, I did it, I have it. Page name, this is about, because this is the page of about. Then website name, this is the website name. Year to the year I will put. When you need to put when was published, a year, 2 years, you need to put the day, but because we are doing just this lecture and it's not included in my website when I did it, I'm putting today date, which is the 11th, the URL, which is the full path for your website, which is this one, which is HTTP colons back slashes, then the www till you include all the URL. The URL stands for the Uniform Resource Locator. Then you click OK. Now you have a citation. For example, if it's a book, you will have the last name, first name. You have the ability to say edit, and you can add the page number or the page range, or you can put 2 different pages that you took this information from. Don't forget to have a quotations if you are copying word to word. If you are not copying word to word, you are using your own words, you have the ability to put only the citation as a credit for the author of his work, and you will put the citation about the idea that you did copy it. If you copied word to word, you will use quotation. If you use your own words but his idea, you need to give a credit for him, and then you will do the citation. After you complete the citation, for example, you decided to insert the resources or the references or the bibliography, whatever you call it, the work cited. Make sure that you include over here, make sure your style that you are doing. For example, I always do my papers as an APA style, which is American Psychological Association, or Psychology Association. MLA is Modern Language Association, and you can choose whatever you want to. I always choose the APA. Then I will click on Bibliography. I will click on Word Cited. If I'm using 2013, if I'm using 2010, I will not see this. I will see the bibliography and I will see work cited. I have the ability to insert just the bibliography, and I will add my work cited or references later on, but I can do it in 2013 immediately. Now it will give me the citation based on APA, how they wanted. I just make sure that's double spaced and or following the APA, which is Times New Roman 12, and this on this side, and make it sure that's black. Okay, now this is how you can do a citation and references as well, and do add a source. You have the ability to edit the citation or finish, work with citation. Now we have also something called footnotes. For example, I'm covering over here some information. For example, let me say I am pursuing my PhD in Business Administration at North Central University, specializing in information security. Okay, I want to add more information about when I start my PhD. So if I put it here, it will mess up my structure for the structure for my paragraph. I can't put it. I cannot put it. Or, for example, now I can cover another subject as well. So what I can do, I can click, and I will go to the references. I will find Add Note. Click over there. Now I have the option. I can start it. I can put when I just started, and guess 2018. Okay, this is my expectation. I can add more. For example, I'm talking about HTML and XML languages, which people may not know what these are, and I want to explain it what's these. I can add and go to references, to the footnote, and add a footnote where I say this stands for the hyper text markup language. Okay, the other one is XML. I can choose insert a footnote, and I can say extended markup language. Okay, now we have something else we need to talk about it, which is the EndNote, where I'm ending my paragraph. What the reason that I'm ending the paragraph? I put the XML and I put an end. It will take me to the last page where I will put my end, which is the end, any note that I want to add to it, and it will be on the last page of the document. Now, for example, I realized that I put the end note by mistake. I needed to put it as footnote. So I can right click on it and I convert it to footnote. It will take me back to the page where it will put it as a footnote. I can also take it back, or any other footnote, to put it as an end note. Okay, this is how we can add a footnote, add end note, and convert them, or convert between them. I have the ability to add videos. The ability to click over here, and I will say insert and video online. And for example, I'm going to add a video from YouTube. I will click over here. I will put MS Word 2 or Chapter 2. Search for it, and it should show up my video that I had it posted a couple of weeks ago. This is my chapter 2 that I posted a week ago. Then I can add, and I can work the position of it, where it will be, how it will deal with the text, and where it will take it. Okay, I have the ability as well to add a caption to it, and click. I need to change some information over there. Okay. I will go to the references, insert caption, and from there I can put any caption underneath my image as an object, or my video as an object, and I put a caption for it, and I can apply some styles for it and put whatever I want from my caption. Now we are going to create a simple table. We go here, we decided to have a table over here. I will go to insert, and I have the ability to choose the name or number of columns and the number of rows that I want to have it for my table. I can click. The moment that I will click on it, I will have something called table tools, which showing up for me tools and styles and everything about table. It will tell me if this table has a header row or no, it has a first column or no, if it has a total or no, or it has last column or no, and or what is the type of borders. Also I have the ability to add and give a style. I have what they call it overview gallery, which showing up immediately for me, and it will build it for us, and I can select the columns or the row. I have the ability to add more. If I'm using 2013, I will have the ability to add more from here, or right click and insert, and I can insert anything. I can play around with the shadings or the borders, as well as paint borders. I have the ability in the layout to change the layout to show up the guidelines, or changing the properties, the height, the width of the cells, and sorted. I can organize how the alignment of the text, separate them, add, delete, and erase some tables. All of that from here. It will show up in the table tools. I think we are good to go for this chapter. We already covered almost everything, all information that we want to talk about here. I think we are good for today in this chapter on how to create the table of content, a table, or work with citations and headers, and or play with inserting a video. See you in the upcoming chapters. I'm going to start covering Excel next week, so I'm going to cover Excel. Prepare. If you would like, if you like my to get all my videos, subscribe to my channel, and or put me in your favorite. Come to me. I will post a video every week. Which next week we are covering Microsoft Excel.